Well, I'm glad that your priorities are where they need to be.
Yeah, and it is the Hey Baby I'm Gay studio.
It is Hey Baby I'm Gay. It's a gay. It's a gay. It's a gay. It's gay. It's gay. We're back. Hey baby, I'm gay.
I'm gay.
Hey baby,
Hey.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
Cold open.
Cold open.
You're so gay. You probably think this part is about you. You're so gay. You think this part is about you. Don't you? Don't you?
And there we. Let's fucking
Woo!
go.
We are back, baby.
Oh my
We're
God.
fucking back.
Oh my God. We are back.
We're back. I knew. See, it's just a matter of us. You know, we just need to get into our razzle dazzle.
Just a little
Yes.
groovy. Oh, Pat.
First of all, I made us mocktails today.
Mocktail, allegedly. We'll never know. That is a wonderful beverage you've made.
It's essentially just a virgin Kiev mule, because I'm politically correct
good.
this episode. After last episode, Louie pulled me aside. She was like, Pat, we got to talk about, who our audience is and what you're saying. And
then he punched me.
And then I hit her again for real. But no, it's just ginger beer with a little sparkling water and lime juice.
I love it. It's the best.
Because here's the thing, I got really into Kiev mules, and then I was like, but I don't want to be drinking like this. And then I was like, is really what I like just ginger beer? And then I started messing around, and here I am. I can have one of these in the middle of the day, guilt-free.
GBB.
Ginger
beer boy.
Ginger beer boy. That's me. # ginger beer boy.
Hey.
And I also, I don't know, did you notice at all anything different about what's going on? Because I think the Gabies are they're screaming it already. They're noticing.
Your jacket.
Well, first, thank you, but no. Hey Baby, I'm Gay is coming to you today in 4K. That's right. Not 1K,
Wait.
not 2Ks, not 3Ks. I'm talking 4Ks,
Is that
baby.
a new camera?
Same camera, just decided
different
to
lens?
change it to the 4K setting.
Oh my God. Even more of our perfect faces.
It's crazy.
More
I
clear.
know.
Obsessed. Pat, you surprised me. And speaking of, you surprised me last week. I don't know if you'll see it because we haven't decided if the episode's going to be live. But
I
anyway,
feel like it's going to.
Yeah, it has
It
to.
has to.
So Pat gave me a gift last week. Those are 3 crystals that actually, since I've gotten them, a lot of good things have happened.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just so relieved that none of them have melted so far.
No, I don't. Yeah, I haven't
Please
put them
don't melt my
outside.
mother's crystals.
No.
That would break their heart.
No, I would never. Now I'm a bit more aware and mature how crystals work, but a lot of great things are happening, and I said I had a gift for you. It was real, and I didn't lie. So
Okay, and then you panicked and you went home and you ordered a gift after the.
no, it was ordered before.
Okay. God.
So Pat, this is a beautiful project we've embarked on. We're having so much fun. And we're celebrating our 10th episode very soon. Maybe already celebrated it? I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think there was one thing that was missing.
Okay. I'm all right.
Should I grab it?
Yeah, let's I put in drum roll sound.
It's merch.
Wait, what?
Unpack now.
Oh my God. Wait, holy
I made
shit.
merch without consulting my co-founder. It's merch.
Oh my God.
And it's going to match your jacket too.
Oh my God. This is incredible. Look at this.
It says Gaby. It's for you guys. It's for the Gabies.
You're so gay. You probably think this part is about you. You're so gay.
I am so into this. It looks so good.
It so good with your jacket.
Oh my God, we're finishing each other's hats.
Oh my God.
This is. Make sure you have your brim up enough still so that people can see your lovely.
Yeah.
Check. Yep. Check it.
Maybe I should not have anyway.
I love it with the Barbie font. And now, be perfectly honest with me. Are these 2 of 2, or were there a couple other people on the merch list?
There are people. People have signed up for this. They want this hat. This hat is a hit. There's only two units available right now, visible on our heads at the moment.
Look at that.
But Pat,
what?
That's not all.
Wait, there's more?
Yes.
Okay, no. Okay, I'm freaking out right now. I am freaking out right now. Okay, I want the black one. Okay. Oh my God. This is incredible. This is like a real like childhood Christmas. No. With the like stitching?
It's embroidered.
Oh my God, I am what Louis?
How did merch.
What? I love it.
Comment below if you want merch. We can sell it if you want. If no one's gonna
let
buy
us
it, we don't have
let
to,
us know if you want one of these because we could have a couple of them available at our live episode taping, which maybe is already in the.
We'll see. It will be available for you.
It will be it'll be available. Get in our DMs if you want to.
Get in there.
Are we gonna put these on now, or
should we?
I feel like
we should.
What we can do is, because I feel like it's gonna be dead air, is I'll leave the video running.
Oh
no! Well, we could do a second cold open, but no, I'll leave the video running, but I'll put it in 8 times, so it'll be like.
Oh, okay.
And then
I have like 7 layers on, so it's gonna take a while.
And we'll do a quick pause in it, and you'll show the camera the bruise from when I did the fun.
It's not available for viewing. Maybe we'll see.
Get on the Patreon. Okay, let's put our sweatshirts on.
I think he liked the gift. I think he liked it. We have merch.
Okay, Oscar, you want to come?
We need a little hat for Oscar as well. I'm so sorry.
Okay, but if you're in here, Oscar, then you gotta be quiet and be respectful. All right, we are back with we're back with the merch. You look fantastic, Oscar. Oscar joined the chat because he was like,
"What's happening in here? I want the merch."
Should we ask?
Is
should
he
I grab
gonna eat the
Oscar and
plastic?
ask him about the if he
absolutely.
likes it? Or
yeah. I think we need to hear his opinion. Hello, Oscar. We're happy to have you back.
Thanks. Glad to be back.
You were such a hit the last time you were on.
Yeah, I really pushed your numbers up.
Oscar, do you feel like you need to apologize at all for any of the comments you made the last time you were on the episode?
Yes, and that I support the one China policy.
Wow.
Okay.
Now that.
All
that is
right.
some,
But to be fair, you said he needed media training, and that it's just we didn't tell him which school to train at.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is,
Now, Oscar, have you noticed anything about what Louis and I are wearing?
Yeah, you guys look hella gay. B.
I know. I know. Thank you. I know I'm a genius. Thank you.
And who do you like better? Whose outfit do you like better right now? Would you personally? Because I know you're black. So would you rather wear like Louis' hoodie, or would you rather wear my hoodie?
Well, black don't crack, so longevity-wise, yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Fair.
Enough.
That makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. Will you sit in my lap cutely, or you want to go? All right. Well, man, I'm not going to be able to do the rest of the episode.
How do you feel?
I feel like a podcast, I feel like a successful podcaster.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? We didn't even hold
Do
on.
what?
First of all, I think I think this is the moment. It's already time. I know it's early in the show, but I think the people are ready because there's two important things I forgot to do. So, do you want to take a moment?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I will always. Hello and welcome to Louie's Corner. Here we are. We're back. Did you think I didn't get a gift for Patrick? Of course you did. But no. I totally got him a gift. It was ordered right before. I hoped that it would come in time last week, but it didn't. But here we are. And isn't this beautiful? Are we not? Are we not so happy? I am. I will absolutely rock this this what's it called, hoodie. And I got a lot of compliments about the hat as well. People have lined up. They are literally outside of my house lining up to get this hat because it's a pretty cool hat.
And that's all the time we've got for Louie's Corner this week. You Gabies probably noticed that there was no scented candle at the beginning of the episode, and I just want to take a moment to apologize to you and to all the. Maybe I should I take a moment to apologize to the.
Sure.
Hey, Gabies. I just want to say I am so sorry for being so short-sighted about the lack of scented candle on this episode. I know that those first 5 to 8 minutes really we can never recapture without the scented candle, but in the excitement of the mocktails and then the incredible merch drop, I mean, probably one of the most iconic merch drops of all time, I lost the candle, but we've got it now, and I just want to apologize to Louie and to you, the Gabies, the Gabies, and to just everyone in my family as well for that oversight.
Wow, that's really a step. That's really a step forward as well. Like the family as well. That's. Thank you for taking the time to do that, Pat. It doesn't go unnoticed. I hope you know that, and I highly appreciate it. But most importantly, we're here.
We're here
with merch.
We're queer.
We're here. We're queer.
Kind of. So should we should get into our headlines because I feel like last time we went too long without getting into the headlines. But I just quickly have one last merch related thing to talk about. In a real Sophie's choice, which are you choosing? You know, you're under the floorboards and the anti-Gaby army is coming and you've got to choose your hoodie or your hat.
Oh, I think I would grab the hat. It's pretty bomb.
The hat, it's versatile.
Yeah.
The thing about the thing is the embroidery on the hoodie is just such a next level detail, and that's what I love about working with you. Is you care about the details, and details are important. But yeah, the hat is just, you know, you can wear it in the summer, you can wear it in the winter. I'm doing a spot tonight. I have a mic to hit, and this is going on stage. This is making its stage debut.
Should I wear mine as well?
I just wish we were both on the
same show.
Same show.
I will wear this tomorrow because I'm hosting a queer show.
Ooh, perfect.
Yeah.
We do need stickers, huh?
We need
stickers.
sticker stats.
Sticker stats. Well, we'll talk about that off air. Well then, should we get into the headline? Mine's going back to the beginning of December.
Oh, mine as well, actually.
Do you want to?
It's connected. It happened kind of yesterday, and then also it's connected to what happened before, early December.
Okay, so
should we just do rock paper scissors on who's gonna go, or you hate that and you can just start?
No.
I saw it in your face that you just
love a rock paper.
Really?
Scissor.
Okay, let's go.
It's very Squid Game.
This reminds me of the time when you slapped me.
Okay. Wait. So
how do you do it?
I think I would do 1.
Do you want to do it in
2,
Latvian?
3, and then shoot.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, shoot. We didn't decide if the winner goes first or the loser.
I feel like winner picks.
I will go first.
You'll go first.
Well, I'm on the thing. Oh, trouble in studio.
Oh God.
We're okay. We're all good,
we're
right?
Fine.
We're good.
I think
I
we're
know.
okay.
Are we?
Yeah. I mean, it looks okay. If you could slightly
Yeah.
scoot in, it would be better. But
With the knee here. Okay.
yeah. Well, now it feels awkward. Never mind. Just be comfortable. Doesn't really matter.
Aka awkward. Here we are. Hello. Isn't it about time we give you like a real headline from my life?
Yes.
Isn't it about damn time?
It's about damn time that you say
A
something
real
interesting during your headline.
headline.
So,
Listen up.
I'm ready to hear it.
Okay. Woman ends perfect sobriety after being told how to behave. Woman now chasing high forever.
Whoo. You know, it's always women in your stories. You ever think about that?
Yeah.
Just chop it up with little gender equality, you know? Like, maybe just write like one male character into one of your headlines.
It's
for
enough
once.
with this, you know. I think that's enough. No?
So does this mean that you are no longer 90 some days sober?
Let's say I am, yes, still 90-something days alcohol-free.
Okay. But I mean, that was the whole thing, was the alcohol free, right?
Well, at first I
Because
thought...
all the way back at the T-Swift concert months ago, I think there were some non-sober things happening.
I don't think we really mentioned it on camera. So thank you for exposing me. But
Okay, I
listen, I know what it is. Like perfectly sober. I mean, like I dropped weed and alcohol. Okay. And what happened made me indulge in some weedness again. Yeah.
Okay. So you're still 90 some days alcohol free.
Yes, January 15th will be 100.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Isn't that exciting?
That is exciting.
Well, is it really for you? I don't know. It doesn't really.
I don't know. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
It's crazy because I remember you
Being an alcoholic.
That's cute. But I remember you drinking, and I remember you stopping drinking, and it's crazy that was 100 days ago because that was like the very beginning of the pod. So
Yeah.
essentially, your sobriety is as old as the podcast because
Oh
the
my
very
God.
first podcast we were set to record, as you may remember, someone blew it off. Blew, if you catch my drift. Someone blew it off because they were drinking white wine, and we know what pairs well with that.
Cocaine.
In the daytime.
In the daytime.
It was a
Friday.
a Friday school day. So anyways, but so you're still these days sober, but you met the
It
green
ended.
lady.
I met the green lady, and you know
You
what?
should have brought Bruno's hat.
I should've.
Did you the first time you toked? Did you just
We
put on the hat and like, whoa?
I didn't have it with me, but it should be always with me in case I meet the green lady again.
Yeah.
But so I want to emphasize that I was told how to behave, that part of the headline. Okay, so it happened. I don't know if you know, guys, but I went on tour. Not on my personal one, just like as a support act for like 3 shows in 2 countries. But it was the first
Woo!
time I did that with
No. Wait. Don't just gloss over it. That's a big achievement. You went on tour. You were opening for a touring comedian
Catnip Presents.
at Catnip Present. Oh, that's who you're opening? Oh. No, that's still cool.
I'm also opening for you sometimes.
Yeah, but
As you asked me.
locally.
Yeah, because you don't take me on tour.
Yeah, because I don't have a fan base to support that. Anyways.
Fan base is right there. We already have 7 reservations for our live show coming January 25th.
Yes.
Was this pitch necessary?
I
Probably
think so.
over, no? Okay.
But anyway, so you went on tour with at Catnip Presents.
There she is.
There she is. What a lovely lady.
And so we did a show in Liepāja. That's a city in Latvia, not the main one, the second main one. And it went. It went.
Can
nice.
you say it just slowly in the camera one more time?
Liepāja.
Liepāja. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Sounds almost
that's
Italian.
How you would say it if you arrived there in the summer and went to the beach. You'd be like, Liepāja. That's how you said it.
That's how I would say it with this cocktail in
exactly.
my hand. Liepāja.
That is, that's exactly how you would look there and how you would sound there. Anyway, show ends. I think it was great. We had fun. And then someone trapped me in the bathroom after the show and said, "You did great, but you should be a little sweeter."
Bitch.
What? First of all, why do you trap me in a bathroom? I appreciate the compliment. It was very nice to hear that.
So sorry, but when you say trapped in the bathroom,
she would stand in front of the so you walk in the not bathroom, the toilets, right? You walk in the toilets, there's 2 sinks and there's 2 doors to the toilets, and she's standing in front of the doors that like lead to the outside, and I'm there like washing my hands, and I'm done washing my hands, and
so she's blocking the entry.
Yeah.
She's basically forcing her moment on you. And you at first you're humoring her because you're washing your hands, and then the entrapment begins.
Yeah, and she said, "Yeah, but it wasn't nice when you yelled at those people."
You yelled at people?
I did the famous yappa 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 because they were talking. You should yell at people if they're talking.
Amen.
No?
Yes, I agree.
You do that?
Yeah.
They had to shut up.
Yeah.
And apparently she didn't like that very much. She said it wasn't very ladylike.
What? Okay. My move is I always just tell the people that they're upsetting my mothers.
Oh,
by
that
talking.
is very good. I
Yeah.
need to come up with something that I can just use when that happens, which is yappa yappa.
Which is yappa yappa.
Anyway, so this happened, right? And that triggered me. And luckily for me, and
now, can you tell us a little bit more about this character, this woman who's blocked you in the bathroom? So she's come out to see Catnip Presents on tour in Liepāja. And so she's come to see you and Kat, and you go up there, you start the show, you're doing some hosting, you're zinging,
yappa yapping.
There's some people talking, you're like yabba dabba doo, call me Scooby Doo because you got to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And so then she comes after, and what age is she? What's she wearing? Is she Latvian? Is she? Do you get a certain vibe, a character, an archetype from her?
Yeah, she was. I remember her being way shorter than I am and way skinnier. Which brave, because I'm big. I could beat her up. I would never. And I'm
did
sweet.
you do the bit about hitting people with your car?
I'm pretty sure it did, yeah.
Okay, so double brave, because you're like, hey, I could fucking throw you around, and I could also run you over.
I wouldn't even notice if I hit her with a car.
Yeah.
No, she was like a mosquito. I hope she's not watching. Anyway, she had the brown hair like this, and then she had you know how sometimes people have this look where they're like, we support you, but like,
I really liked your set, but I did think that when you yabba dabba dude those people, I thought that was not ladylike.
That was a bit too much, and I think people got really scared, and I think you shouldn't do that, because then we're like scared of you, and then and I was like, I have to go.
Is that what you said? Is that how you were you like, oh, okay, thanks for the feedback, or how did you gracefully exit? Did you push her out of the way? Did you throw her to the ground?
If I remember correctly, Kat was also in the toilets, and then she exited her toilet, and then there was the three of us, and somehow it ended because she said all of this. She did like the shit sandwich on me. She said, "Great set." She said, "Be nicer," and then she said, "But it's very nice that you guys come here because no one ever comes here."
And you're like, well, maybe this is
Maybe
why.
that's the reason. Maybe you should stop doing this, and more people would come.
Yeah. That's.
But it was also like one of those people that have like seen like 3 shows probably, and they like know everything about comedy now. As a, I'm not a comedian, but I watch a lot. I've seen a Netflix special.
Yeah.
And this is how you should behave.
And by the way, that one joke that you did, I think you could really punch that up a little bit.
Don't give feedback to comedians unless we ask.
Yeah, I will say for me, that's not true. I love, give me all the feedback. I want to hear it. I love it.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm a narcissist, so I love talking about me. I'm like, open up a conversation about me. This is something we could really sink our teeth into.
No, I mean, I love to hear it as well because I think it's like funny that they're like, this is what you should do. And then I immediately understand that that's what's happening. They're giving me advice. I'm like, okay, we're writing this down. But so I said, don't do it if you don't want us to talk about you.
Yes, true.
In that way,
Yeah.
And then this happened also last weekend, Saturday evening.
Saturday evening.
Yes. So someone told me a month ago to be nicer, and Saturday evening, someone told me.
Wait, this is all still part of. It's got the full circle of the headline.
Someone told me in the evening, last Saturday evening, to be meaner. Why? Pick one, Pick one. I think she said it because I yelled at some man. I didn't yell at him. I didn't yell. I just was trying to say something, and then he said something that was funny for him. And I said,
what, did anyone else find it funny?
No.
Okay.
And I said, I appreciate your involvement here, and I love that you're here, but I'll do the jokes. and then I could feel that he got a bit like cold. Everyone, like, I don't know if everyone else laughed, but some people laughed. And then I felt so bad. I felt horrible. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Really?
Yeah. Because I don't like being really mean to people. I
have the same. I have a similar. I also, whenever I say something, I immediately am like, but I mean, you're great, whatever.
Like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So then someone came up to you after that show, and they were like, you got to be meaner. And you're like, I can't fucking win here. Be nice, be mean, be nice, be mean.
What do you want me to be?
Yeah.
Who?
How about I just be funny?
And then what do you do when there's so many opinions too?
You smoke a da weed.
You do something better.
Oh.
I might.
You eat a da weed.
In a way, I might expose someone and make someone to go to jail now, but...
We do not support drugs and alcohol on the Hey Baby, I'm Gay podcast. We believe in sobriety. Any references to drugs and or alcohol are simply jokes.
We might have to edit that.
Really? It's a criminal offense, though.
Yeah, if we edited out the thing about you know who.
Okay, so I shouldn't say any of it?
No. I think we could just say that there happened to be, coincidentally, Louis and Kat tripped and fell, and when they stood up, they're like, oh my God, there's weed oil in our hands.
And Kat said, oh, it's the perfect dose. I was like, okay.
Okay.
And I hadn't done any weed in a while, so I was like, oh, this is going to hit me really hard probably, and it's going to be crazy. And then she said, no, it's going to be okay. And then I take this little bottle of weed-infused olive oil. And let me tell you, I have...
I thought you were kind of like on your,
What happened there?
but I got the ice in my mouth and I didn't like it, so I just put it back in the cocktail. Is that not allowed?
No, it's definitely allowed. It was just giving like, it reminded me of my grandpa. And I'm sorry to bring back the old age card, but here we are again. You brought this upon yourself. You just can't relax at all.
You know, back in my day, you could have a sip of your cocktail. You could spit the ice back in the drink. It's not a big deal. It's just, I'm just trying to enjoy myself while you tell me your little story or whatever.
Can we just get a clip of that in slow-mo, zoomed in? I'm sorry. I was saying...
Editor's note, don't do that.
Do it. Do it, please. I want to see a zoom in and a slow-mo of that. Anyway.
The fact then you would, first of all, you distract from the middle of your story to call me out for one little slip up. You know, I have one little mistake on the pod, and you have to call me out. And then
did your elbow just
and then
slip here?
and then you double down and you call me a grandpa, which you know I'm sensitive about my age, and we're barely maybe 7 months apart. I'm maybe 7.5 months or like 34 months older than you. I don't know. Or like 45 months older. I don't know, but like it's not that many months older that I am than you. And so then you throw that in my face, and I have to say,
I think
my conclusion is that maybe the lady from Latvia is right. You need to be nicer. You be nice.
I'm so nice. But maybe I'm not nice.
No, I think you're nice. I think you're
You're just saying it now.
You're just the right amount of nice.
You're just saying it now because I gave you merch.
That's true. That was very nice.
By the way, isn't the merch so fire?
The merch is so fire. But let's. We distracted in the middle of the story.
Yes.
You had a weed oil based out of olive oil that you came across absolutely randomly.
Very
no
randomly.
one snuck anything
No.
anywhere. It was just there. You had it. You took it. And then what happened?
I traveled so far and so high. I thought all of those things you think when you're extremely high, which probably doesn't make for an interesting story, but you had to be there. And I got sucked into a TikTok land. You know, TikTok lives. I feel like I've talked about it before.
TikTok lives.
TikTok land. Yeah. Yes, TikTok lives land.
Okay.
I call it the land.
You call it TikTok lives. TikTok land.
lives land.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got sucked into a TikTok lives land.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure Kat and I were communicating telepathically. I am so sure of it.
And take a moment. Tell us a little bit about the trip. You know, so you start having some. You said you had all the thoughts. So what were the thoughts?
Yes. So first of all, we had to get out of the venue because we took it right after the show.
Oh wow! You didn't even get back to your place of accommodation.
No. Kat
You're
was
like, we need to be
we have to do
high
it now. Yes.
Why? Because she was like, this is gonna last for so long that if we don't take it now, it'll be a huge
because we
mistake.
need to go to bed soon because we need to get up and drive. You know.
So
And
I
then-
love that's my favorite way to get high is when it's on a real
Schedule.
time constraint schedule.
Yeah.
You know, I
Kat.
love getting high when there's something to do the next day. You know,
It was perfectly timed.
and conveniently for Kat, she wasn't driving.
Yeah. I was driving very good the next day, so no issue there. But we had to get out of there because it was starting to hit me. I was with an old friend talking, and she was drunk, and I was starting to get high. So, and then she was talking to two men who were, they were sweet, but we needed to get away. Let's just say that.
They
It was
were.
time.
They were kind of.
They were trying to be funny with each other, and then they were not laughing at each other's jokes, and then they were saying a joke and then looking at Kat, like expecting her to laugh, but Kat wasn't laughing because she has taste. So, and then when we were starting to walk home through the snow.
This is already it's hitting you. You're walking home in beautiful Liège passion.
Liepaja.
And and the snowflakes are falling, just big as saucers.
They were
just
so
big, beautiful, crystally snowflakes.
Yes.
And
then we got home, and it was one of those that you can't even you just need to lay down and sit, and that's all you can do.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even want any snacks, which Mama loves a snack.
So does Papa.
And then I was just, I don't know, Kat was running around eating snacks and then sending me stuff on the phone, and then we were talking telepathically. I remember it so clearly.
Did she have her same voice telepathically, or did it
Yes.
sound more like, "Hi, I'm Kat"?
No, she had the same voice, I think. Then I also was watching her eat a brownie, and that was probably the best moment of the tour. Her eating a brownie was the funniest.
And was
thing
she?
ever.
How did she? Was she like really shoving it in, or was she daintily biting it and like getting it all over?
It was everywhere, and luckily for all of us, it's filmed.
Oh, thank God! Cut to a clip.
I'm so sorry, Kat.
Oh, I'm
Ay.
sorry, but you would
Oopsie.
love. But
it
let's
was
be honest,
so
Kat.
funny, Kat.
It was so funny, and let's be honest, Kat. If this podcast gets big, you are gonna enjoy the exposure.
Yeah. She asked if she could be on. Anyway, so it was just a great time. But how does that tie into me having an existential crisis? I don't have an existential.
Existential.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, look at least the grandpa can pronunciate words.
English is not my first language, and you know that.
No.
And you should respect that. I'm trying really hard to sound American.
No one asks you to sound American.
Okay, I sound Latvian then. You want this podcast? This sounds very good. Ew!
Actually, I think. Wait, do it again.
What?
What?
What do you want?
What do you want? Welcome back to Hey Baby, I'm Gay.
That is some. It's giving. Not Latvian. It's giving like tropical lands.
Tropical?
Yeah.
No, that's
Some
definitely
tropical land
Northeast Europe.
On a warm day.
On a warm day.
On a warm day.
But I think maybe your Latvian accent is what could put us through the. We need to really like.
No.
I think we need to hit on our globality. I'm from America. You're from Latvia. We're in Germany. It's worlds colliding, worlds meeting, worlds dancing, worlds holding each other closely and whispering into each other's ear that it's a safe place to be themselves. It's worlds like taking a walk and just holding hands and just appreciating this comfortable silence of friendship. And it's worlds, falling down on a pile of leaves and just throwing the leaves up in the air and just laughing at just the joy of being a world.
I see what you're saying. But the niche is already taken by my favorite influencer in the world, Aida Schmitz.
You'll have to send me that.
I met her while I was in Riga on tour. I met her. She's
That
the woman.
was-
She's the woman who's doing my chocolate eclair. My eclair. I love you. Chocolate eclair. You follow your dreams. You are amazing. You are love.
And when
She's the best.
When you meet her in real life, is she just like, yeah, it's like a bit that I'm doing?
I couldn't figure it out if it's a bit or not. I feel like it is a little bit. I feel
like she's
she
playing her
was-
accent up a little bit.
Maybe. But she was
She's
so
like,
down
you
to
know
earth.
the algorithm, it's a bit complicated, but the Latvian people, they like eclairs.
They love it. She is the best.
Okay,
She is the
cut
best.
to a clip.
Oh god, she's following me on Instagram now. She came to the show.
Really?
Yeah, because we talked and I said, "Hey, Kat's doing a show. You should come." And she showed up.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you put her on the guest list?
Yeah, the only person who was on a guest list.
Guest list, one of one.
6 of my friends.
Latvian influencer.
And my brother had to buy tickets, but this influencer could come for free. And that is how you do business.
Yeah.
Anyway, I do a lot of weed now, so we're back.
So
That
we're
was the-
back, baby.
Yeah.
And so you did the weed oil, and then how quickly until your first joint, your first
My
little
first little doobie.
your first little doob?
After the
Doobie
weeds,
doobie.
actually, I've recently started to.
Doobie, doobie, doobie. Doobie, doobie, doobie. Doobie, doobie. Doobie, doobie, doobie.
Actually, I just started smoking recently again because my roommate bought some weeds.
You're one of those.
Which ones? Not really familiar with the weeds vocab.
One of these ones who waits until my friend's got some.
So
my
no, I
roommate's
bought
got
it the last
some.
time, so it's all fair and square.
Okay. Because, I'm very much in the debate about you versus your roommate. I kind of feel like you're this like golden god, this superhero, this amazing character in
Thank
the
you.
dynamic of the roommate-ship.
Thank you.
And this is the first time I saw maybe it's not, maybe I'm just hearing one side of the story. Maybe I'm just watching C or MSNB Louie, and she's watching Fuck Agnes News is what I need to be.
MSNB. Oh, a news. Oh, I see what you're saying, but what about that is her way of giving back?
I like it. I wish
Your
someone
way.
would give back that way to me. Anyways.
Speaking of, you want to give us your headline?
Yes. So my headline is Berlin-based comedian makes U.S. debut heckled by man with gun.
No.
Bum, 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 bum.
Well, clearly you're still here. Thank God.
Yes.
You
Still
know
here,
what?
just like the piece of glass or piece of ice in
Piece
my
of
glass.
ice. But how was it to have someone in the audience with a gun? We're not used to it here in Europe with gun control. Where in Europe where there is gun control.
Yes, it's true.
Are you pro guns?
I'm pro.
Not that episode.
To answer your question, I'm pro America.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! We're number one! We're number one! USA! USA! With the flag and like fucking eagles and like fucking, like the everything American.
Oh, say
Can you see?
Were you there when I sang the anthem at a show?
I was not.
You were hosting. It was Anna's show in the back in the back little room. I was singing.
But you played the trumpet beautifully when I sang the national anthem.
That is true. Wasn't that a great collab?
That was a great call. I'm gonna put that clip out.
We have a clip of that?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
But should we take a moment
to sing.
to sing the national anthem?
I only know the beginning, but okay.
I'll let you lead because I feel like you've got the voice, and I'll just come in the back.
Absolutely, you got it. Oh,
Oh,
say can you see? I'm singing the Fergie version. You know when she sang in the NBA All-Star game? Cut to a clip. Oh, your ears are listening to a Oh, say can you see? Early light. What's so proud will be by you? It's a
Beautiful.
I
Thank
felt
you.
it.
Thank you for sharing that moment with me.
Can I get my citizenship now?
It's not that simple. But if you want to take a moment with your camera and just say how pro-gun you are, we could probably work on that.
Dear America, I have been a big fan since I can remember myself. I have always wanted to go to New York City, and I've been there a few times now. And I know because I looked at the, there's astrology for where you need to live, like astrocartography or something. You put in your date and everything, and then it shows you the lines where you should live. Mine somehow goes through New York. I don't know what it is. I guess I should be there. So based on this evidence, and also the evidence that I am doing business with an American,
Can I just...
Yeah, absolutely.
It hurts a little bit that you refer to this as business, because for me, it's all pleasure.
Pleasure first, business second. Ayo. What did you want me to say?
The mic. But thanks. I was like, hey, let's get you mic'd up again. What do you have to say?
That was very awkward. I'm sorry I didn't read that. Dear America, forget about what I just said. Clearly, the business partnership that I have isn't as smooth as I thought, but I do still believe that one day we could be friends and maybe even sisters. I love you, and I pray for you every day. America. Hate the part about guns, though. That's really...
Yeah. Well, there's a lot.
There's space for everything, in life. Yeah,
it's a big country. It's a big country. There's big guns, big business.
Big guns, small guns.
Have
you shot a gun before?
No.
I've had the air gun, I think.
And when I was growing up, we had a lot of air guns and paintball guns, and we were shooting each other. And I didn't care for it because I'm a bit of I don't like pain, and so I was like, why are we doing this thing where we're gonna like hurt each other? Like why don't we just hang out and enjoy each other's company?
That is very interesting because if I remember correctly, there might be a clip of you hitting me.
Yeah, but that was fun. We were hanging out. I was doing a funny bit. I think everybody laughed and everybody enjoyed.
And also maybe someone cried the same evening.
Not from me. Anyway, I should say my headline.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
So, yeah.
Yes, a heckler.
I had a heckler with a gun. I will say I did not know that he had a gun until after the fact. He wasn't waving the gun around.
How did you find it out?
Well, if you let me storytell, we'll probably get to that at the end. So I'll take you back to the beginning. Oh, mama, grandma. God
is a God. God is a We're not that different, Pat. I'm actually 60. Just kidding.
Oh me, oh my.
Oh me, oh my.
It's just Pat. A couple of grandparents sitting on the porch, drinking their mint cocktail.
Mint mocktail. I love sitting here on the porch with you.
With my AK-47. Pop, pop, pop.
Pat, would you pass me a cigar? Just please continue with your story. Pat.
I feel like we're not going to really have time to enjoy my story this week, but
no, don't look at the time.
The time
we have plenty of time.
Someone has to look at the time.
I'm looking
Louis.
at the time.
I'm looking at the time.
Did I show you my new watch?
Oh.
It's not Apple Watch.
Is it an Apple Watch?
No, it's not.
Why is that bad? You want an Apple Watch?
No, I actually wanted this one because it can run for 11. This doesn't matter. Can
okay, sorry. Sorry. So I was doing the final stop. You remember from every episode of the podcast, I've been doing a tour of my solo show. And at the last stop, I was going home for Christmas. I was going home for Christmas.
Someone calling from the inside.
Can we just let me just get through the story? So I was going home for Christmas, and I'll just stop.
You're
I'll
going.
just tell
You're
it
going
to the
home
camera.
for Christmas.
So I was going home for Christmas, and I've been doing the show all over Europe. And I'm like, hey, maybe I can try to organize doing the show back home. And so I got myself booked at this small little comedy club called the Barrel Proof Lounge in a little town called Santa Rosa. Let's not. I didn't feel like they treated me very well.
Okay.
But
fuck them.
But I was it was as a unknown comedian to reach out to a random comedy club and be like, can I throw a show? It was cool that they let me. So I do the show, and I was freaking out because I had sold like on the day of the show, I had sold like 35 tickets, and I knew 20 of the 35 people.
Okay.
And so I'm like, this is a absolute nightmare, comedically nightmare. Like my parents are there. Two of my running coaches from high school were there. They brought some friends, some adults who I knew from when I was in elementary school, who I'd done plays with their daughter as a child. They came. My godfather and his girlfriend were there. My childhood best friend and like all of his friends who I knew and his parents were there. Like it was like
I am obsessed.
my best friend from college and his girlfriend came, and I hadn't seen him in a million years. That really meant a lot to me. Which actually, I want to tell this story.
Okay.
So, when I was in college, I was like, I think I want to do comedy, and my best friend in college, he was always super supportive of that. And then after college, I moved to moved home, and I started doing stand up in San Francisco. And he came to a show there. It was a stand up class. I did a stand up class, and at the graduation show, I like closed the show, and I still one of the best nights of my life.
Hell
I did
yeah.
super well. It was awesome. We got drunk. Drove home an hour and a half from the city drunk. Great times, America.
You really do that a lot there. My friend does that a lot as well.
No, I don't do that anymore. That was when I was young and stupid. But anyways, around that time, I was kind of like, before I kind of started or whatever, he was always like, I was going to open mics and watching and not doing it in the town where I went to college. And he was like, you got to do it. And then one day he was like, I had a dream that we were like, it was after college, and you were like at a comedy club, and it was like sold out, and me and my girlfriend like came to the comedy, and I hadn't seen you in a while, and you like killed. And then like I brought you like a big bag of weed, and like I gave it to you after the show. And so he had that dream when we were like 21 or 22, and then cut to 10 years later, I'm at a comedy club, and he comes, and like I do the show, and then afterwards he didn't, it wasn't a bag of weed, but he handed me like a little thing of joints, and that was like a real...
That is the coolest story ever.
Isn't that a great story?
He manifested this for you.
Totally. And he's one of those people, there's a few, Brian, Matt Tarswell, my friend Zach. There's like a few friends who like all of the years I didn't do comedy that like were always like, dude, you should be doing, like, what are you doing?
You should be a comedian.
You should be a comedian, or like you should go for it, and just said little things along the ways that like stuck with me and really like pushed that thing. And that was really one of those moments. And so yeah.
That's such a beautiful story.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
No problem. So anyways, back to my main headline.
I really love this story.
Isn't that nice?
It's the best story ever.
I hope you
That
get to
it's
meet my
very
friend
magical.
Brian
I want to
someday.
meet your friend Brian.
Brian.
I love you, Brian. Thank you for telling him to follow his dreams. Here we are. Without you, we wouldn't be here even.
We wouldn't be podding. We wouldn't even be friends.
No, probably not.
Probably not. Sad day. So Okay, sorry. I'm just trying
I mean, in
to.
a parallel. Yeah. Okay.
It's another
okay,
episode
okay.
where we're not going to get to the news headlines. It
Let's see.
seems like. But so I show up, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna know all of the people. But then I show up, and the venue had also sold, so it ended up being like there were like 70 people.
Nice.
I knew 20. I had an amazing show. It was like really fantastic. Obviously, all of my friends and family were like super supportive, but also just like doing it in the States where people get me and no offense, English is their first language. It just my humor really
Translates.
hit. It translated, and so it was really fun. But the show's starting, and I'd say something. I'm in the first like 5 or 10 minutes, and there's like a little lull, and then this guy just yells out, "Rick and Morty!" That was his heckle. He just yelled out, and I said nothing to prompt it. If I have the time and energy, I'll edit a clip of it in, but I'm guessing I'm not going to have the energy, so just a photo of me doing stand-up. But he yells out, and so then I like have a fun little like, oh, okay, you're one of these people like who that's their whole personality and blah blah blah. You know, I kind of and he had a dog with him also, and so then at some point a little bit later, then he just lets his dog go, and his dog is just like walking around in between the tables and stuff, and then like trying to come on stage.
No.
And I'm like, we can't, what do we do? Like, this is so distracting for everybody. And and I don't know if you'll get this reference, but I was very proud of it. And unfortunately, the audience was a little too old to get it. But but I was like, I don't want to sound like the Baja Men right now, but who let the dogs out? That is good comedy. Being very honest, that is good quality comedy.
It's a very dad joke. It's very much a dad joke.
Yeah, but I riffed it in the moment. It's not like I wrote it.
Oh, yeah, but
Okay, fine, whatever.
I mean, it's good.
All
I
right.
feel like you're mad at me.
Oh no.
Oh no. Is it
Okay, we're
ruined?
good. We're good.
Is it
No,
ruined?
we got the main camera back. We got the main
My
camera
camera's back.
The camera.
Mouth to mouth. And we're back.
And we're back. Baja Men, am I right?
Ooh,
Anyways.
let the dogs out.
Who.
People start singing.
No, because it was a lot of people of my parents' age. There were also a lot of people who didn't get the reference because yeah. So anyways,
Wouldn't they know? I feel like it's an older song, no?
yeah, but not 70.
Well,
Like,
it was big when
maybe-
it was big.
It was big when it was big. So anywho, so the dog's loose, and then I'm like, someone get the dog, and then someone kind of like gets the dog, and then the same guy is just, oh yeah, because this is a kind of little like hippie town that I'm in. There's a guy live sketching during the
course.
show. Yeah, so he's like doing sketches of me or whatever, and during the show, and there's a couch next to where he is, and then the heckler just sits down and he starts having like a full conversation on the couch, like right next to the stage, and I'm like, excuse me, like what the fuck, you know? And I think I kind of get him thrown out because I see the guy from the venue come over, and I'm like, yeah, all right, I think that guy needs to leave now. And then finally the show kind of starts to like get some momentum and go a little better. And then something happened, and I was like, ah, man, too bad I threw out the Rick and Morty guy. And then I just hear from the back, fuck that, I'm still here.
I love that he did that.
I know. And so the I do the show, I do my closer. My closer really flopped.
Oh.
Because my closer is a bit about German bread, which I should have. I thought it would still translate. It did not. It didn't translate, but I saved it. I don't know, but so the show ends. Whatever. I go to the back, and then the guy, the Rick and Morty heckler, like approaches me, and I'm like, okay, here we go, and he's like, hey man, like I just want to say, like you're like a comedic genius, man. You're like a comedic genius, and I was like, oh thanks,
That's
man,
sweet.
yeah. And then he's like, a lot of these fucking people kept trying to tell me to shut up, and I'm like, yeah, well, it's like kind of, and he was like, but like, I mean, let's be honest, like, like all these people, like I was just waiting till moments where like you needed a little help, and then it was just like
you don't need
respectfully, I was like, you need like I was just respectfully, trying to add something, and then there's this other sweet woman there who was like a comedian in the scene there who came to the show and was wanting to just say like, hey, I enjoyed the show. And he's like, and this fucking bitch told me to shut up a couple times. And I was like,
God.
well, and like you don't, thank God, like my intuition in these type of moments is I'm like, this guy's crazy, so I'm not gonna be like, no, you're fucking. But I was just kind of like, well, I mean, it was. Thank you, ma'am, for telling him, and was distracting, but it's nice to thank you for coming. I'm glad you had fun. Just kind of get this. So he leaves. Whatever. I get to say hello to everybody afterwards. It's nice. It's really. I'm glowing. I'm having a nice moment. And then we're leaving the club. Like everybody's left now. We're gonna go home. And I hear the bar manager talking to the staff, and they're like, hey, that guy, he's not allowed in here anymore. He's 86th, as they say in the biz.
Yes.
You know it?
I understand, yes.
Yes. They're like, that guy's 86th. And I guess there's a bunch of bars right where that club is, and the bar people all have like a group text chat. And he is known to carry a firearm with him and bring it into the bars. And when they asked him to leave that night, that the guy said that he saw he had like a pistol or something in his pants. Which I thought was hilarious, very funny.
Oh God!
Because tell me you see the humor here. I come home from Europe. Beautiful land of public transportation, healthcare, gun control, free public education. I come home to America, and the first time I ever do my show, there's a heckler who just so happens to have a gun.
It was bound to happen.
It was statistically.
If it didn't happen, it would be really weird. So I feel like it's you can say I went to America. I did a show in America.
I did an interview with this guy who had like a gay blog thing, a little interview.
He's famous.
Yeah, kind of a big deal.
Did you shout out the pod?
The pod hadn't. I didn't shout out the pod. I'm sorry.
See how much you care.
Sorry.
It's all right.
But he kept referring to it as my world tour.
Yes. Yes. That guy and I were on the same page. Yes. This is a world tour.
And I was like, I mean, I guess it's technically like America and Europe. Does that one stop in America and 10 stops in Europe? That's a world tour.
Prague, California.
Prague to California.
World fucking touring comedian sitting next to me right now.
Who runs the world? My mom's.
Patrick.
Who runs the world? My mom's. Anyway. Are you getting hot at all in your KP sweatshirt?
No, I'm actually okay.
Okay, yeah, me neither.
What?
That was a little warm. So, okay, we're over time, but should we do a quick speed round?
Speed round?
Speed round news
I'm
headline?
down for a speed round.
Yeah, should we do a speed
I'm down
round?
a clown.
Yeah, are you down? Are you down to clown? Put a clown behind her. You have any follow-up questions about my headline or anything? No? All right, great. So I'll just...
Did you... No, I do have a question. So you did enjoy it. Would you say you enjoyed it more, doing stand-up there more than here?
Yes.
Do you think you want to do a country tour, a whole America tour now?
Oh, I would. I mean, that's the dream.
Wow. Are you leaving me?
No.
Just read your headline.
I would never, Louis, because there's no way I could make it there
What do you mean?
financially.
This needs to stop.
Okay, I'm
Maybe
sorry.
you can't make it now, but eventually you make it.
Okay. All
Okay?
right. All right.
I'll send you some affirmations later tonight.
Okay, I am going to start manifesting more.
You have to, really.
I started meditating. I have a morning routine.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. And how do you feel? Did you do it for the first time today?
No, I've done it for the first time yesterday.
So 2 days in now.
2 days in, and I'm
Good.
feeling good. Yeah. All right.
I'm good. Sorry,
Yes.
go ahead. Do you hate me today?
I love you today. And you want to know how you can tell? I haven't struck you one time during the whole
That
podcast.
is so true. That's why I started with the merch.
Yeah.
So that we have a good time. Oof. Imagine if I didn't bring anything today. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that would have been bad. That would have been very bad. Always bring me gifts.
I always try to. I can't bring more merch next time though. Give us your headline, Pat.
Okay. So the neglected clean heat we flush down the drains.
The neglected clean heat.
We flush down the drains. The story of one Canadian neighborhood that's using human waste to heat their homes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have a story to unpack that is worthy of all of our time. Gabies, listen up. Canada is the land of the dreams and the hope, as they say. I used to live in Canada. Did you know?
I didn't, but so did I.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk. I mean, who would have ever thought that our feces could be collected in a pile and then put in a, what's it called, chimney? No, fireplace?
In a fireplace, yeah.
Put in a fireplace and then burned in order to get warm. But I know what you're thinking. That must be disgusting because of all the smell. But did you know that if you dry it out and then burn it, it's so warm. And it actually also gives you the feeling of a hug, as if you had just seen your mom for the first time in a long time. It gives you the hug. And you're like, Mom, is that you? No, it's just shit.
Just shit. Now, I am concerned about the smell. You say we dry it out, and that is what eradicates the smell?
Yeah. If you dry it out, then the smell leaves. But with the fresh batch,
Mm-hmm. That could be a problem.
that could be a problem. But that is why Canada, as we all know, is the number one in the world for candle market. Candle market.
Yeah. Well, now, does
I see a candle here, and it is quite warm in this room. Pat, would you tell us how you're keeping this place warm?
it's pretty simple. I get up in the morning, and this is actually something I think that you kind of missed a detail from the story. I get up in the morning and I drink Tim Hortons coffee.
Oh,
Throw it up there.
absolutely.
And the Tim Hortons, it's sweet. I have the the vanilla thing.
Oh, I love
and
Tim Hortons. So good.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't love Timmy's? So I have a couple of cups of Timmy's, and after I have the Timmy's, that gets the system moving.
That's got the tummies rolling.
Yeah, and so what I do is I just go in, and I just, instead of using the toilet, I just kind of crouch over my bathtub, and I have a jar, and I just hold the jar underneath myself, and I just let myself
Let it go.
let it go.
Yeah.
And then I take that sweet Timmy poo, put the cap on the jar, and then I put it on top of the heater, and that dries it out. And once it's dried out, Then I can open up the heater, throw that poop in there. I'll light it on fire. And that's some beautiful, clean human
Clean heat.
That's clean heat. And so, Greta, why are you not?
What the hell is up?
What the hell is up, bitch? Like, fucking, why aren't you saving your poos?
Bitch.
Save your poos
Save your
and
poos.
save the earth. You
And
know?
also, like, the influencers now from Canada also have made it, let's say, stylish to have this. Because not only does it warm up your whole house, you can also, if you're doing a fresh batch, put it in a jar and use it as, like, a hot water bottle. And it'll just help you with the
menstrual cramps.
With menstrual cramps.
Like,
it's really in the medicine. It's really now. It's
all.
off.
It's poop is where it's at.
Poop is
I mean,
where
we've
it's
covered it on
at.
previous episodes. It's coming
Yeah.
up in art. It's coming up in jewelry.
yeah.
It's being used for health remedies.
And
Where it's
also-
clean heat for the home
And money.
and money. Yeah,
Economy.
economy. Yeah, it's
Poop bills.
poop
Poop
coin.
as currency.
Yeah, it's the hottest new crypto is poop. You take your shits and you put them in a jar and you bring them down to the bank and you just say, "Hey, I want to trade this in for some money." And
they're like, "Sure."
And they're like, "That's a great investment, sir. Thank you for investing in yourself with your poop." And yeah, poop is the future.
Poop is the future. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. That's a Hey Baby, I'm Gay exclusive. Do you have one?
I do have one.
Should we speed round it?
We could speed round it.
We're
Do you want it?
let's do it. We're going
Let's
long
speed
today,
round it.
folks.
Okay,
because
okay. Camera catches mouse. Proud. Wait, I don't know how to read it properly. Camera catches mouse. Proud rodent tidying a man's shed.
I feel like you didn't read it correctly, but I can tell you about this story.
Please.
So you know how they're watching us. Everybody knows, the government, the big business, they're watching. They're always watching. I mean, look at you guys are watching us right now.
3 angles.
3 angles. So people are always watching, and cameras, I think the thing is that we always think about the people behind the cameras, and we're like, oh, why are they watching us? Why are they filming us? But we never think about, like, no one ever asks the camera, like, how are you doing? Do you want to be watching? I'm
Yeah.
sure the camera would love to watch, something relaxing and
What
not
they
just
want to watch.
what they want to watch. Exactly. And so this is the story of a camera who decided to take its life back into its own hands and be like, you know what?
So inspiring.
I want to watch a proud rodent. I want to watch a prideful, small rodent type mammal, and I want to watch. I don't want to just watch him be proud of himself. I want to watch him take on a task, and a big one, a gargantuan task.
Yeah.
I want to see him take on this gargantuan task and complete it, and then have the feeling of success, of setting a goal and accomplishing it, and feeling real honest pride from that. And so this camera, it started looking around for the right rodent, and it found a rodent. It found a rodent with a goal.
It's right there.
This rodent was like, hey, it's New Year's. I think I want to start, a morning routine. I'm going to start meditating. I want to start not checking my phone as soon as I wake up. And the last goal, and this was the biggest goal, was just, I want to clean a man's shed. And he was like, I don't care which man it is.
Mhm.
It is important that it's not a woman. It needs to be a man's
Has
shed.
to be a man's shed.
Yeah.
What
there-
does a woman's shed even look like? I mean,
Yeah.
let's get real.
Yeah,
What the
it's
fuck
just
would that
full
be?
of tampons or something?
Yeah, up the
It's-
wall?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Who needs that?
Yeah. And
Ugh.
also, let's be honest, the woman's shed was already tidy. So,
That's
no, I don't know. But so this rodent, it found a man and it found his shed, and he cleaned that shed, and the camera caught it all, and the camera, sadly,
No.
the camera took its own life at the end. I'm sorry, because the thing is, the camera had just, when it realized that its whole life, its own life had been in its hands, and it had been watching for the man this whole time. And so finally it started to watch for itself. Yeah. And it watched this mouse, this proud rodent, accomplish its dreams, and it realized it was never going to accomplish its dreams. Its life had slipped through its fingers, and it was grateful that it had taken the moment to watch this proud rodent, but it also broke its heart into a million pieces, and it went home and it hung itself. And rodent didn't even know. Rodent didn't even know, but I knew, and I'm still dealing with the loss, to be honest.
It's a very, very sad story. I'm so touched by it. Which brings us probably to the main lesson of this story, which is...
You want me to say the main lesson?
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing up the fact that there was I almost had forgotten that there was a main lesson
in
that
this.
I was supposed to check on. And
I'm so sorry. Maybe it's too big of a question because you're going through it right now.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready to tell the people.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think the takeaway that we can all have is clean your shed. Clean your shed while you can. Hug your loved ones and just
hug your cameras.
Hug your cameras and just keep your shed clean, please.
I think we should hug our cameras now.
Should we? How would I hug your camera? You hug mine.
Let's go.
Okay.
This is not recording. This is exactly what the story is about.
I thought to myself before.
Was this the camera that the story was about? Did you just make me hug
my own
dead
camera? I thought I should have checked the storage.
Thank you for watching, Gay Bees. That has been another episode of Hey Baby, I'm Gay. We didn't say, hey, welcome to Hey Baby, Hey Gay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram. Please send Pat a message because he's going through it. It's okay, Pat. Thankfully, the camera's on me today. This time. Last time. It was off for him and now.
Yes. But yeah, please share the episode with a friend. If you enjoy the podcast, go on Spotify, give us a 5-star review. Right now we just have 1 5-star review up
From
there,
me.
and Louis wrote it, and that's embarrassing. So get on there, write us a 5-star review.
And if you want merch, hit us up, bitch.
Hit us up. We got merch, yo, and this camera is not on, so it didn't get any of that.
Oh my god. Anyway, love you, Gay Bees.
Love you.
I'll see you soon.
Bye.
You're so gay. You probably think this part is about you. You're so gay.